Hello, everybody. I can't believe another year has passed. My Beautylish Lucky Bag came yesterday and I already opened it, but that's actually a good thing for me because I know that there's a lot of people in the beginning of these things when they start to roll out and we all start to see what products everybody gets, and we're hoping and have our heart set on certain things, and then if we don't get them and it's something that we were thinking that we wouldn't like, our first initial reaction is like, oh. And I was like that with a couple of these things, but I gotta tell you, I'm glad that I opened and used a couple of these things, and I think I already have favorites. So I got the $75 box, and you have seen this by now on so many videos where they're talking about, the paper. It is really nice. I always use these for like drawer liners and stuff. So I really appreciate the artistry that goes into making the wrapping that they use every year. So here is my bundle, and I used a few of these things already, like I said, because there was a couple of things that I really wasn't very keen on when I first saw it, because normally I'm not really into hair products. So when I saw that this was in here, I was like, and I was like, okay, let me just see what this is all about. I looked it up, and I'm so glad that I did. I'm having issues with my hair. It's on the drier side now. Hormones, I'm 48, things are changing, and I've noticed that there are certain products that really, really help me that I've discovered. My sister's a hairdresser, and she turned me on to JVN. Oh my God, they are incredible. And that has like literally saved my hair. But sometimes when I'm heat styling it, it does get a little bit more on the dry, like it feels like brittle, and it is color treated. So this is a heat protectant that you actually spray on, and it's oil-based, and you spray it on very lightly before you use like a flat iron or, and you could even do it on damp hair and then blow dry your hair. I haven't done it like that because usually I have an issue for when I'm using the flat iron. Literally, like it hasn't looked this great after the flat iron until I use this. I've used this a couple of times already because I did it to freshen up today as well. Here, I grabbed my Holy Grails from JVN, and I will link these down below. They even have an Amazon store. This stuff is incredible. And these are my top 3 products. And this is what is it? Shine Drops? And this is a nourishing like leave-in conditioner, and you could mix it and layer these. Oh my God, it has been a godsend on my hair. Okay, so before I completely geek out on this thing alone, I will come back at the end and just say a few words about it, but I'm going to continue on with the unboxing because I know that's what everybody is here for. So this was my bundle, save that, little verb that I just took out. And let's see, let me pull out here. Good Molecules. Everybody always gets Good Molecules. Let me come back to that. The Charlotte Tilbury. So I have quite a few Charlotte Tilbury things that I purchased myself, and I did get a bit of Charlotte Tilbury in my past Beautylish boxes because I've done this for several years. I have received 2 Natasha Denona palettes, and this year I saw the Yucca palette was there, and I was like, oh, that would be like something that I would like. And also the Wayne Goss. I don't have any palettes from Wayne Goss, so I was curious about that. So I was kind of like, oh, it'd be nice if I get that. So when I got this, I was kind of like, but that's okay because I do love Charlotte. So this here is, I'm sure you've seen this, Easy Eye Palette for the Charlotte, what does that say, Darling look? Oh, and it really is just like a staple neutral palette. Let me see if I can even get this open. Good Lord. Okay, so, and it has like these little, the little thing on here to give you like, guide, how to put them on and stuff. But basically, it's just like a solid neutrals palette, and I'm wearing it today. So I did do a quick eye look with 2 of the palettes that I got, because I got this one, and then I also got Viseart. Now, this Viseart one I saw a couple of people get, and I was like, it's not really my color palette. And, you always take a chance with these boxes, of course, right? So you never know what you're going to get, and that's part of the fun. And, I'm just excited that now that I have looked at them and I tried a few of them, I was like, okay, yeah, I could work with these. All right, so this was the Viseart one that I got. This is the Petite Four Sakura Lotus. Okay, so this is usually not necessarily in my color palette, but I could use it as an eyeshadow topper, and I didn't do it today, but let me know in the comments if you want me to do a tutorial with, because I'm thinking I want to combine these two and see if you could come up with some looks. I love mixing warms and cools in general, just in my eye look sometimes to see like what I could come up with. And I might do that with this. And this looks like, I mean, Viseart is amazing. I have a couple of their palettes. One of them is my staple, like neutrals. I forgot what it's called, but everybody and their mother has got that one. And it is amazing because their formula is amazing. So this is a great staple shade for me to use, like, you know, for my whole lid, and everything else I would use as accents. Even this is actually, I think, would be okay for my skin tone. So I'm really happy with that. But yeah, my first initial reaction when I saw these things in here, I was like, those aren't the things that I wanted. I saw them in other boxes and I was like, I hope I don't get that. But it's interesting, you know, like that my perspective changed like once I started using them, especially that hair thing. You know, like, because I'm usually way more excited about makeup. As a matter of fact, my channel, if you take a look at my channel, I am an esthetician. So, you know, talk about that as well. I always talk about skincare. That's why I geek out on ingredients. And I am also a Seint artist. And this is what I'm wearing right now is all Demi Color. And this is done through color science, like color correction through color science. I have zero foundation on. And I have quite a few videos on this because I'm obsessed with this system. I'm telling you, there is nothing on it like nothing like it on the market. And the method that you do this, you could do with other products. I've tried it before, but there's the way that these behave on the skin, like a sheer, like airbrushed wax. It's incredible. Now, if anybody wants to try it, talk to me about it, whatever. Yes, it is an MLM because I know that there's a lot of people that are anti-MLM. Totally your prerogative. But just so you know up front, with me, you do not get the MLM experience. I can't stand MLMs. Like that kind of culture. I don't operate that way. I'm literally here just for the product. And I've met a lot of customers like through YouTube that I was surprised, you know, that's one of the most rewarding things that I've been getting now doing this is the relationships that I've made like through YouTube. And yeah, so just so you know, because you might like peek at my channel and see like what's going on over there, that I do talk about a lot on my channel. And let me know if you're interested. All of my information is in the description about it, to how to get into contact with me. Okay, back to the task at hand. Now the next thing in here, what got? Oh, this is one thing that actually when I saw this in other people's boxes, this RMS lip lights. Hold on, I turned on the fan. It might be kind of distracting, so let me shut it off. All right, so this is the RMS lip lights. So it looked to me like it was pigment, but more on the glossy side, which is totally my jam. And I have it on right now, as a matter of fact. And a lot of people were kind of like, and I was actually excited because I do love products like this. It comes in this little squeeze tube. It looks very like makeup artisty, you know, that makeup artists use like these kind of delivery systems. So it's not, you know, to put like on your lips and stuff. I personally love this because of how thick and emollient it is. And then the tint like stays put because of that, but it's also moisturizing. So like I said, it comes in this tube here and it is a little bit difficult to squeeze out. Actually, in the beginning it was. Now it looks like it's warming up, probably just because it was really cold. But if you could see the swatch, so it looks like it's, you know, kind of like this brownie burgundy color. And these colors are my jam. This is, I mean, look at my nails. This is totally like 90s. And I absolutely love the 90s color palette. And you could see like how emollient it is, but it still keeps that tint in place. I love it. I really do, you know, so I'm very happy to have gotten this. Now, the thing is, you could keep it in this tube, but then also if you want something a little bit more, if you're so inclined, I do have things that I always recycle, like this was like a little lip gloss pot, and I just put like a little bit in this, so you can see even the consistency, it stays put. It's not going to go anywhere. Reminds me, it's a little bit thicker even than Aquaphor, but I ain't mad at that. I actually really like that, and having it in here is like super, super convenient, and it even has a little mirror. Okay, so the last thing that I got a set of brushes. Now, I have received Sonia G and Wayne Goss in the past, and I love those, and usually they'll send you like the single brushes, but I got the full face of the unit brushes. Hopefully you can see my lighting is starting to change. It's like when it's toward the end of the year, it's like if you there's one like sweet spot, and I filmed another video right before this, and it was an instructional video, so I wanted that one to have like, you know, the perfect lighting, and right now it's like starting to dim a little bit, so I hope you guys can see everything. All right, so here's the unit. This is, whoa, face brushes here, and I'm super excited for these because I felt them. And man, They're very, very soft, and they're synthetic bristles. I mean, oh, they really, really are very soft. I'm very happy with these. These are going to be very beneficial to me for layering on, because I use cream-based makeup now, especially my Seint. So that is, to me, what I have found the best for my maturing skin, because the finish I just can't get over, like how glowy and supple everything looks. And yes, it does stay put even though it is cream-based. And I personally prefer this finish. Now, sometimes though, I do like to put on a little bit of powder for special occasions and stuff like that when I want to amp it up even more. And these brushes like this would be very nice because, of course, like the Seint brushes are cream makeup, and you possibly, you know, can use it for, use them for powder. But I like to have like a separate, these are going to be perfect for that, you know, so I'm very excited, you know, for like powder highlighter, if I want to amp it up and put like a powder blush over this to kind of set it. And when I do that, using powder on top of this cream, it looks even better than just using it over water-based foundation. Me and water-based foundation are dunsies. Dunzo. Zip. Never again, because of my skin tone and how water-based foundation tends to, well, it does evaporate from the skin, and then you're left with like kind of that chalky appearance, or you can. Of course, there's amazing formulations on the market. I even own some of them. If I do use anything liquid, it's always oil-based. I found that that's like my favorite, like Koza's, you know, stuff like that. But this cream makeup literally is the best. And I'm telling you, the product is just really good. Okay, I tend to go off on tangents. So the next thing that I got, actually, I'm going to put them in. There's a brush roll that came also with it, which I'm very excited about as well, because now I have a place to store them. So here's the brush roll, and it came empty. So I don't know, is this from Units? I got to take a look and see if it is, because I don't see a brand. Maybe it's on the inside. I didn't really investigate this. Yeah, I don't see like any name. I wonder if this is from Units. But anyway, I'm going to fill everything up and I'll be right back. Perfect. This is great. I love it. So I will have everything handy dandy, ready to go. And they really are super, super soft. So I'm very, very happy about this, about having this full face brush set. Okay, so now let me get back to, oh, wait, one more thing. The hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid. You know, it's good molecules. This is all good. I use hyaluronic acid all the time. I use it as a mixer sometimes to put like other actives with it. So this will definitely get used. This is a staple product for me. I always use hyaluronic acid. So back to that verb. Yeah. So like I said, this is oil-based. It has rosehip oil in it, which is really good for your hair. Peach oil, I also saw. I'm really into oils and into, but like the cream-based, oil-based, everything oils. I also use, this is like, you know, part of my skincare. This is my favorite face oil. It's a Bloom face oil. It's really, really amazing on acne. Anyway, also another thing too, I'll have a video on the color correction that I did here. And I actually have like pimples right now that are color corrected with that Seint Demi Color, and it doesn't look like all chalky and crusty because it's cream based, but because you put them on so sheer, they actually stay put. You could powder, but I generally don't have to because I'm normal to dry. If you're oily, you could still use this. You just have to, you know, set, and there's like a couple of different things that you do just like with any makeup. But anyway, just as an aside, I love oils, and this is what I use when I have like active pimples. Amazing. Okay, so getting back to this. Oh man, I tend to go off on tangents all the time, so I hope that's not too distracting. So another thing that's in here is squalane, which is in the JVN products. And squalane, even as a skincare ingredient, because that squalane is biomimetic, and it's we have a form of squalane like intrinsic in our skin, so it works really well. It has like a synthesis with your skin that it's like a synthetic form of squalane, but it still gives you like those extra hydration benefits. And it works really well at keeping the skin supple and emollient. Now for the hair, it does exactly the same thing, penetrates deeper. And that's what the claim to fame with this JVN is. And that's what's in here. So this really surprised me because like I said, my hair is very finicky, and I always am not like too keen on just trying any old thing because it's just, sometimes it's a disaster. Like it ends up being like really coated and cakey, and I can't stand it. So, but this though, because I looked up the tutorial on it, you know, to see what it does, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta try this. Maybe this is gonna also be my holy grail. Dude, I'm telling you, I absolutely love it. So You'll probably be able to tell in some of my other videos where I have, it's actually maybe not such a bad thing that the lighting is starting to dim here, so you could actually see my hair looks like so shiny. And this is, I washed it yesterday. I used it initially and did heat styling. Today I did like a freshen up, you know, like where I actually did like a little bit of some curling, and I put a very light mist of this on and did that. And normally when I would do the refresh, my hair would be like hay. So I am very, very happy that I got this, and this is definitely going to be something that I repurchase. So, and I would have never bought it. I probably would have never bought it because it wouldn't have been on my radar. So I'm very happy that this was a pleasant surprise. Okay, so that is it for my Beautylish unboxing this year, my Lucky Bag. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said before, if you're interested at all of my information is down below. How to get in contact with me if you are interested in Seint Makeup, or if you have like skincare questions, because I really love to do that too, is advise people like on their skincare. That's another rewarding thing about my channel that has happened, and it's really fun. I really like doing it. Okay, so thanks for hanging out. And for my current subscribers, anybody that is going to subscribe now because you like what you see, I will see you soon.